Nation, we like to welcome you to Mr. Brice's neighborhood. Welcome to Mr. Brice's neighborhood. Welcome to Mr. Brice's neighborhood. Welcome to Mr. Brice's neighborhood. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, good evening and welcome to another episode of Mr. Brice's Neighborhood. I promise this is probably like a once in a lifetime thing. I'm going back to back, pause. But, you know, but listen, we got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I have the honor and pleasure of introducing, I call him a legend. I remember when I first met, I was like, yo, Ray, you got to get, that's the legend right there, son. But I call him a legend. You know, he coached, when I first knew about him is when back in, you know, I came out here, it was that 2010 and you were coaching a young man I was dealing with. You didn't know I was dealing with.
Right.
You know
Found out later.
To later on or whatever the case may be. But he was legendary coach there at Camden High School. He's now at West Hampton Tech. He's also, producer and host of the Byrd show, as well as a whole lot of other things, you know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce and give a warm welcome for Mr. Cetshwayo Byrd. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I am good. I'm happy to be here.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Man. This is, I get to see this on TV when I watch Mr. Brice's Neighborhood and watch the Let's Get It podcast. And I need both of y'all to check those two podcasts out.
Absolutely.
Great watches. And I get to see it, but being here, man, this is awesome.
I appreciate you.
This is awesome right here. I'm loving this.
I appreciate you. So listen, man, thank you for coming. You know what I mean? It's always a pleasure. Anytime I get to talk to you or whatever the case may be. But listen, this is for you here, man. I want to know. We want to know about you. We want to know, understand, all the things that you've done in this life up until now. You know what I'm saying? So tell us a little bit about yourself, bro.
Hey, man, I'm just a kid from Camden. You know what I'm saying? Just a kid from Camden. Just trying to find my way in a sometimes crazy world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But born and raised in Camden, Centerville section of Camden. My mom and dad,
where's Centerville? Because now, remember, I ain't
right.
They be like, yo, meet me over there in Pollock. I'll be
it's
like,
right across. It's across. But like Mount Ephraim separates Pollock from Centerville.
Okay.
So I'm on the other side of Mount Ephraim Avenue.
Okay, not to cut you no more.
Yeah,
all right?
it's all good.
Why they call it Pollock? Is that
back in the day? Back in the day when Camden was, not our color.
Yeah, I got you.
That's where the Polish folk.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
That's the part they maneuvered to.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So mom and dad still live on, the house I grew up in.
Okay,
in Centerville, you know what I'm saying? So they're still there. They ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Man, Camden public school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All the way through. Yeah, I graduated from Camden High in 1988. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then after that,
when hip hop and Kane and all them was out right there.
That's the golden era.
Wow.
That's the best era, in my opinion. That is the best era.
Wow.
Kane and all them guys had me trying to rap a little bit.
Okay. Wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Had me trying to get my board.
I got the keyboards now.
I'm looking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay.
But Camden High came out of 88.
Okay.
I played football and baseball there. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know I didn't play basketball.
Wow.
I played football and baseball there.
Okay.
Football was actually my main sport.
Okay.
And baseball too, though. My dad was a baseball guy.
Really?
So it was like abnormal if you didn't play baseball.
Gotcha.
Like, y'all don't play baseball? You mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So football and baseball there.
But football was number one.
Football was number one. That was our.
What position?
I played receiver. I was
okay.
a little smaller back then.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
I played receiver. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get recruited heavily.
Okay.
It was basically down to Lehigh and Penn.
Okay.
But Penn.
That ain't no slouch.
Well, yeah.
Come on, dog. I didn't get recruited heavily. Like, listen, you got D1 offers. Like, come on, man.
So we were leaning going towards Penn. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But and it's a funny story. I took that SAT, man, like about 5 times, man. My dad had me tutoring. I was going to Bishop Eustace, taking classes for it. It'll be times like Friday, my friends, everybody going out. My dad's like, you got to do that practice test first.
That's right.
You're kidding me. I took this day like 5 times. Okay. And I needed to get, with the way my GPA was, I needed to at least get 1,000 on this thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I got 950 last time. And that was a combined, you know, they take the best.
Yeah.
So I called the coach. I forgot who the coach was at Penn at the time. And he was like, how'd you do? And I was like, I'm thinking, I was only 50 points. I was like, I got 950. He was like, good luck in the future.
Oh, snap.
and that's how I got to Lehigh.
You went to Lehigh?
Yeah, I went to Lehigh for a year. For a year.
Okay.
So I went there to play football.
Okay.
During our summer camp, I got hurt, broke the small bone in my shin, the fibula, I think it's called.
Okay.
So that kind of messed me up there. And then I just fell into the trappings of college. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to rehab like I was supposed to. So started hanging out, you know what I'm saying? I started finding some other things to do besides sports, you know what I'm saying?
These things, ladies and gentlemen, these things are called distractions.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And the grades slipped.
Wow.
So then I got put on academic probation that first semester. Went back second semester and the grades got no better. Okay. So they sent me home.
You just lost. So did you feel like you just kind of lost the love of it or you were just frustrated? Was that like your first major injury?
Yes. Yes, that would be the first major one. Although I did have my senior year at Canada High, I had a concussion where I missed like about 4 games. Wow. And then I actually came back for the Turkey game. And I think I was still concussed because I was seeing 3 footballs. Oh, wow. But absolutely. I had one of the best games. I said, just catch the ball in the middle.
That's right. That's it. Absolutely.
I had one of my better games there. But so I just think it was the distractions.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got hurt because I was doing well up until that point. I was one of the big things coming in as a true freshman because I wasn't a red shirt. I wasn't red shirt or anything like that. But I was on the list as a freshman to make the traveling squad. Gotcha. And that usually doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, right?
And then I got hurt, and then things went downhill from there. So they said, all right, listen, go home, go to Camden County or something. Right. Get your GPA, all that stuff together. Then maybe we get you back. But my dad was like, nah, you just gonna go to Rutgers in Camden. You know like, we let's get on with this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't going to the NFL. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we just
stay on home, save a little couple dollars.
Let's get on with this. So I got you. Of course, Rutgers Camden, because he graduated from Rutgers, New Brunswick. Okay. But of course, Rutgers Camden don't have no football team there. So basketball and baseball. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's when I started playing basketball. But I played there, and I did well. I think I'm number 6 all time still to this day. And I graduated from Rutgers Camden in '94. Scored 1,300. I'm in their athletic Hall of Fame.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Me and my sister.
Wait a minute. Did you play like around the neighborhood?
Nah, that's what I was great. That's what I.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
you had to or something. I mean,
that's what I tell these kids. You know what I'm saying? I graduated with Vic Karstaffen, who's mayor of Camden right now. You know what I'm saying? Would play Cincinnati, would play Temple. Denny Brown. All those type guys. We all graduated together. Gotcha. So we actually played outside. Okay, right. Then. You know what I'm saying? Right. We was always at the Y. Playing with Don Polk and those type of cats and whatnot. So, and I was an athlete. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I liked the game of basketball, but I knew at Camden High, those guys were just so much better than me.
The competition.
My dad was kind of like, if you make the team, you won't be getting no play. So let's just
go ahead and focus on something else. I got you.
Getting ready for baseball. Like, there's time to get ready. But yeah, I tell kids all the time because they're like, "Wait, you ain't play?" Because people just assume. I really assume when they look my stuff up at Rutgers, they just assume that I played. Right. I did well. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the fact that we actually played outside. We played with people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I knew how to play. Right. So and back then, that was my, that was a good level for me. And it was tough though. I tell people the NJ, Division III, the NJ, that's one of the toughest Division III.
Shout out to my man, Coach Goodson. He said this because he went to Rutgers Camden too. And he always told me that too. And then my man Todd Jones, he went to TCNJ. Y'all play them too or whatever.
So they state them.
Yeah,
and Rowan was Glassboro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody told me, it was like, no, Mr. Brice, I graduated. I thought they were young. They was like, no, I graduated from Glassboro. I said, oh, hell no, you ain't young. It's been rowing for a minute now.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, too, like, and rowing is still kind of on that, but when I was coming through, like I said, 94 to 98, Glassboro got all the Division I basketball players that had situations at their school. They got sent home.
I got you.
Glassboro right there to pick them up.
Okay.
Like, come on, we got you.
We got you. Right. come on home.
We'll
come on
right.
home.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on home.
Yeah, then, you had Stockton, Trenton State, of course.
Okay.
Rutgers Newark was tough going up there.
Okay.
Keene, Ramapo, Jersey City. Shouts out to Jersey City. I hope I don't offend any Jersey City graduates, but I'm just talking about as far as basketball. I do believe they recruited from the local penitentiary.
Oh,
that was some of the roughest games that I've ever played against Jersey City.
Especially in Jersey City, because Jersey City ain't like that type of neighborhood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you had told me something like William Patterson.
No. They was in the inject too. We played them, but no, Jersey City.
Oh, wow. I would have thought William Patterson.
Nah, Jersey City had the gym with the bleachers on one side, the wall behind the bench.
Wow.
About that much room out of bounds. So you damn near like got a foot on the wall.
So it wasn't. It wasn't a basketball school. But that's what.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes,
so now you was at Lehigh, right? You left Lehigh and you came home and stuff like that. But I just want to circle back to Lehigh. You know what I'm saying? What was that like? Like, because you don't really hear too much. Like, who's from Lehigh? C.J. McCollin, I think. My man Melvin Gibson. He went to. He's from Camden. He went to Lehigh, whatever. But that Did you stay in the dorm in Rutgers Camden, or did you?
Nah. My dad said, and it's funny.
Commute?
It's funny because he brought some papers for me to sign.
Okay.
And I'm like, I got to pay for this. Because I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I got partial athletic money to go to Lehigh, and he just had to pay a little something to complete it. But it was like, I think at that time, Lehigh might have been like 20-something thousand.
Got you.
And we paid maybe no more than $5.
I got you.
Things like that. EOF, things like that.
Right.
So, I was like, I got to pay for this Rutgers Camden situation. I was like, well, I'm trying to fill myself. I might as well add on the dorm fee. He was like, nah, we tried that. We tried that.
That didn't work.
I was like, all right.
That didn't work.
But Lehigh was just an eye-opening experience.
Got you.
Especially being from Camden.
Right. Because you're in the mountains, right? I
don't know. On the side of a mountain.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And that's another reason, because I had a cast on.
Okay.
And they wouldn't give me like a little cart or a scooter or nothing. They expected me to limp,
crutches and all that.
On the side of a mountain.
Okay. Right. You like, nah.
And it's cold.
Right. You like, nah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of the start of the distractions. I found some other things to do.
Got you.
I could just hop right here and just chill here all day and
have somebody go through. I understand it. You know what I'm saying?
But it was a culture shock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I had never been around that many others.
Right, and I got
you know what I'm saying? It's usually just us.
Right. Especially where you were growing up at. And then so it's almost like you were in a bubble. And then coming out the bubble. But that was up until that time, and I'm sure, as a family and stuff like, you went on vacations and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, we was always doing something athletically, like even to this day. But we would go, but yes,
different places.
I would.
So you saw other things, right?
But just being around it all the time now.
Right.
And I tell you what, Brice, it was the start of the semester when I was really, because of course, most of the athletes are black. You know what I'm saying? So, EOF program is all black and Hispanic.
Oh, EOF was back then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So that whole summer and leading up to the start of the semester, I'm around my folk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Still chilling. I'm like, it's quite a few of us out here.
Yeah.
Class start. I walk in class like...
Yeah, it's just something different. Yeah, I got you. It's a culture shock.
Not a one?
Right. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Not a one?
Wow. So what was that feeling like, though? And the only reason I asked you that is because my father put me in a Catholic school where I was the only... And that was a rough experience. It taught me a lot about life, but it was a rough experience. So that's what I'm asking you.
Right.
I don't know what I would feel. I don't know how I would handle that if I had to deal with that later on in life. Like I dealt with that from like second grade, third grade, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Up until when I got there, I guess.
Right. So what was that like? You know what I'm saying?
It was just like a shock, like I said, like a shock to the system.
Gotcha.
Because now it's like, all right, well, I'm here, so I'm going to have to deal with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I didn't realize that situations like this existed. Like you hear about it, but I'm thinking like, I gotta be in Alabama somewhere.
Right.
Be in Vermont.
You didn't think you had to be like 2-3 hours away.
2 hours away, right? This is what we're doing here.
This is what it is. But overall, it was a great experience, though.
Okay. One of the best years of my life.
That's what I'm saying. See? And sometimes it's like that. But I'm sure, like, just, and I don't want to jump ahead, but I'm sure just in your, because, you're a coach, right? But you're also, you're a mentor to a lot of people. So I know you're telling people to get outside their comfort zone.
Definitely.
It sounds like Lehigh was outside your comfort zone.
Definitely was. And I tell my story, especially to my kids that I coach, just to, let them know, like, things are going to happen. Everything's not going to be smooth. Right. I don't care, because I had a great upbringing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mom and dad.
Right.
My dad is very successful. Right. You know what I'm saying? So is my mom. She, they both raised me and my sister to the, the best of their ability.
That's what's up.
I think we've both turned out pretty
okay. Absolutely.
Now, I've been teaching for 30, coaching for like 21. Wow. But it's just something that I had to go through. I had to navigate.
Sure.
I think it was meant for me to have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So, and it puts me in a better position later in life.
Got you. So now when you went Lehigh, what was your major?
I ain't even declared one yet.
So you was undecided. Okay. So then now you had that experience. You didn't do well.
Right.
Okay. Well, you had something happen, and then that caused you not to do well or whatever. So now you're at Rutgers Camden. You didn't even go to like Camden County.
No. We went right straight because my dad, well connected.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Knew
so he had some folks. So that summer I started taking classes because I couldn't matriculate.
Okay,
right away.
Yeah, I got you.
Because of the Lehigh.
So you jumped up. So you took like 2 credits, took the 6 credits.
Took a couple classes during the summer.
Okay.
And then I finally, 94 is when I started as a matriculate.
Well, shout out to Papa Byrd though, straight up for keeping his son on the right track.
Because I could have went. I mean, especially it was because when I got back home, because now I'm back home,
he could just let you figure it out.
It's a whole a whole different type of distraction.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We're talking about 88.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I know.
It's the height of the situation.
Of the belly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I could have easily, I had friends that was dibbling and dabbling doing what they do.
Right.
But yeah, he could have easily
he said, no, you're going back in the school building.
You're going
right. You're going back in the school building. So shout out to him though. So all right, so now you're at Rutgers. You're commuting.
Right.
You driving? You whipping?
Yeah.
Okay, so you driving.
I had original 66 Mustang. It was my mom's, and they passed it down.
Wow,
it was still rocking and rolling.
Wow, okay, all right. They was clowning though. I know they had jokes.
Right. All I could say was, no, this is a classic. Y'all don't understand about
at the time, nobody understood it though,
Me
right?
either. I'll just say.
But now I bet you wish you had that shit. Come on, son. All right, so then boom. All right, so you at Camden. You at Rutgers Camden. What's your major?
Yo, that just people laugh at this. I didn't declare a major till my senior year.
Wow.
Just because I'm just down there taking classes.
Okay, so I'm
not really keeping appointments with my counselor. They're reaching out, but I'm just like.
So you're pretty much just doing what your father told you to do.
Pretty much.
Until you caught on like,
pretty much.
Okay, he's making me do this for a reason.
Right.
And now I get it now.
Right,
okay, I get it.
So my senior year, going into my senior year, she was like, you haven't declared a major.
Wow.
I'm like, oh yeah, you might be right. You know what I'm saying?
I've been meaning to holler at you about that.
So she pretty much took the transcripts, you know what I'm saying, saw what I was close to, and I wound up getting a sociology.
Okay.
Bachelor of Sociology. Now, I had no idea what I was going to do.
Right.
I didn't even know what sociology, where do I even go to get a sociologist job?
Right. Right.
I know it's like the study of behavior and stuff like that.
Is that what it is? I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, what is it?
I don't know.
All right. So now you go through your years, you have success. Now you're on the basketball team now. Okay. Now you will walk on or you?
Well, they don't give out, Division III don't give out athletic scholarships.
So you got to try out.
So yeah.
Everybody tries out?
Everybody tries out.
Okay, so you tried out.
Have some, you do have recruits that they recruit.
Okay.
And they make sure they get the money,
Okay, I got you. They can funnel money. Yeah, I got you.
Stuff like that.
I got you.
But it was funny because Coach Ackles, who's one of the head officials in South Jersey now, high school, I'm pretty sure I probably ran into him. You know what I'm saying? He was coming in as a new coach in 94. So we was kind of coming in together.
Okay.
So down there at this time, like the lunchtime, we had lunchtime runs from like 12 to 1:30, which was if you lost, you wasn't getting back on the court.
Wow,
so you was able to like not just the students, but people from outside could come and play.
Oh wow, okay.
It was like you
better not lose.
Right. So playing those, and then we would play up there all the time. So when he got the job, now of course he's coming to see who's in the gym, see what's up. So I'm in there doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? He pulled me to the side, and he's like, "Yo, you go ahead. Like, what's the deal or whatnot?" I was like, well, I'm just taking some summer classes and stuff right now. But in the fall, I'll be a student. And he was like, you playing basketball? Like, what you doing? I was like, yeah, I might come out for the team. Right. So, and my boys clown me all the time. We had an interest meeting before the season started. So I walk in. It's about 30, 35, 40 of us.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He gets to talking, and he was like, Byrd, you ain't got to stay. I know what you can do. I'll see you at tryouts.
Wow.
I was like,
wow.
Hey, I guess I'm good.
Wow. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now, we didn't win a lot.
The whole time or that first year?
No, that whole 4 years. Okay. I think we might have broke a record or something for my last 2 years. But I had a great... Because I wasn't like basketball wasn't my...
So, you wasn't...
I was balling.
You were just having fun.
And I was putting in work.
I'm
leading score.
Doing your thing. But I'm sure the camaraderie, you know what I'm saying, with the brothers and
great.
being a part of the team.
I had a great time.
Right,
Great time.
So then, all right, so now you graduate, and now it's like, I can't say you came back home because you was already at the crib.
Right.
So now, what are you doing?
Trying to figure it out.
Okay. And
I had no idea what I was going to do. Like, my plan was not to be a teacher. That wasn't like, I'm going to school, get this degree, I'm going to go into the classroom.
Right.
I really was just kind of laying around. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was probably going to have to do something.
But you felt, I'm not sure you felt good because you laying around with a bachelor's degree.
I got the degree. You know what I'm saying? I got the degree.
All right. So, so I mean, and I know your parents wasn't too much on you because you finished because you finished something.
I finished. Right. And the way I finished, because I had to get, once again, Papa Byrd, you know what I'm saying? I had to get special permission for me to take 25 credits. My last semester, I needed 25 to get out of there.
Wow.
So my thing was I was going to take like 18, and then finish up on the summer. He's like, nah, we
going to do this now.
We getting done.
We ain't waiting to January. We ain't waiting to January.
I started in 88. We now talking 94. Like, hold on.
We ain't waiting to January.
So
it's time.
So I get out. And funny, this is a funny story. It's probably like August now.
Okay.
Maybe middle August.
Okay.
It might even be a little later than that.
Okay.
But I know school's about to start soon, very soon.
Okay.
And my dad comes to me, he's like, yo, make sure your suit is good. Get your suit out. You got an interview tomorrow.
Wow.
Now I'm like, wow. In my mind.
Wow.
Now,
out the blue.
Of course, I don't say nothing to him, of course.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm like, don't you gotta apply?
Right.
For a job? And then you get the interview?
Right.
I didn't apply for anything.
Right.
But he's like, yeah, we're going down, Board of Ed. You know what I mean? Talk to my man, because him and Dr. Dawson, who was the superintendent at that time in the schools in Camden, they were childhood friends.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, all right. So we go down there. So now we get there, they ask you, well, who you here to see, whatever. He said, I'm here to see Dr. Dawson. I'm like, so I'm going to interview with the superintendent of schools. Don't they got like an HR department for this? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So we go see, waiting outside of his office. We go in, me and my pop. They chopping it up. He asked me a couple questions about school.
Right.
And then my dad's like, all right, go wait for me out there. Bro, I swear I was only in there for about maybe 15, no more than 20 minutes.
That's it.
But I was waiting for my dad to come out. All I hear is laughter. And my dad to come out for like a half an hour, 45 minutes or so. So my dad comes out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so...
Right, where we at?
Yeah, what's going on? He ain't really saying nothing.
Right.
So now some days is going by. It's getting closer now. One was at September.
Right.
So I'm like, Dad.
Like, what's happening?
He's like, oh, yeah. You got to go see such and such, meet such and such, and you should be all right. And that started my teaching career. So I graduated, think about this, I graduated May of 94. Okay. And I was in the classroom, middle school, alternative school in Camden. It was called South Camden Alternative School. That September 94.
What a blessing.
I'm looking at some middle school kids. They looking at me. Now, I had got a little bit, it was enough time to get a little bit of training.
Sure.
Back then, they were doing like direct instruction and stuff like that. So I got a little bit of that.
Chalkboards
and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was handwriting IEPs on carbon copy paper.
Right. So the copy. Wow, carbon copy.
Yeah, he ripped the top off.
Right.
That copy. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm there like, all right, now I'm thinking, all right, what did I do when I was this age, first day of school?
Okay.
Usually the teacher told you to write an essay or something about
Right. Something.
What you did during the summer.
Right.
I think that was
just summer, whatever. Okay.
First assignment I gave out.
And you've been rocking.
Here I am.
So now you was in Camden how many years?
9.
9 years. Now, when you were in Camden 9 years, what did you teach?
Special ed.
Special ed.
Now, then, because I had what they call the Golden Goose.
Okay.
Certificate. I got teacher to handicap from K through 12.
Wow. Okay.
They don't even have those anymore. So, like, I could basically get a special ed.
Oh, you got special ed from K. Wow.
12.
Wow.
Any subject.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, the alternative school was self-contained. So I taught all the major subjects.
All that stuff, right.
English, history,
all
math, all of them. And then they went out for like art and gym and stuff like that.
Right.
But I had the main.
But that was your main classroom.
Right. I had all of that.
Okay.
So I was there.
Is that the emotionally support room or
kids the kids with behavior disabilities, the BD kids.
They be off the chain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Kids.
I got you.
And it's funny because I've never had, and knock on wood, I've never had behavioral issues with those kids. Like, I don't know, it's just the respect they have for me. I don't know if, I'm big, black, and bald. But
it also got to be.
Them. I'm from where they're from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Things like that.
And you probably.
I don't yell.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing.
I don't preach.
Right.
I talk to you.
You relate to them on their level.
Right. I'm gonna tell you, the mistakes I made to try to help you not make these mistakes.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you that if you do, negative things, you're gonna get negative consequences.
Bottom line, right? Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So
I was there to 2003.
2003.
That's when I came to Pensacola. I got to Pensacola in 2003 of October.
And now, what subject were you teaching?
I started out teaching history there, special ed. Now, I started out at their alternative school as well. But the alternative school that I was at, they had a middle school class that was kind of self-contained.
Okay.
But the high school classes, I was with the high school classes now, they were more, I had history.
I got you.
We had an English teacher there for them. We had a math teacher there for them.
I got you.
So it was more, we went to that like highly classified situation. So by me having the sociology degree, I was teaching social studies.
Social studies, okay.
So I've been doing that for a minute now. But now the last couple of years, I was at their alternative school for about, it's called Booker T. Washington. It was in Del Air. Okay. So it was outside of the high school.
Del Air, where's that?
Yeah, that's like right there in Pensacola. It's like a little...
Is it real town called Del Air?
Yeah.
It's really called Del Air?
About big as your studio right here.
Oh,
it's called...
Okay.
It's called Del Air. That's where the school was. So I was there for about 7 years, and then they moved me to the high school.
Okay.
And I was special ed in the history department for a long time, and then this might be like my 5th year. I'm in the math department now, but teaching special ed. LLMM.
Oh, okay. Language learning.
Yeah.
You're doing language learning.
So
okay, I got you.
Little algebra, right?
Yeah. Algebra 1. Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm not the math guy.
That's what I was thinking.
But I can handle a little algebra.
I'm like, wow. Because I'm serious. Like, yo, see, usually, I'm a counselor, man. So I usually don't see people that like love math or do math, and they're creative.
Right. Yeah.
That's more for the English and
I agree.
Right.
I agree. Yeah, I'm not.
Math and science kind of go together. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a math guy.
So
matter of fact, I did not take at Rutgers. I took one math class. Okay. And everything else, you can substitute math,
no doubt,
like computer class,
right, no doubt.
That was me.
Okay, but you were smart though. I mean, you got 950. Yo, son, I got 720 on that SAT, and I think you got like 400 for the name, right? Like so I don't know.
People, Lehigh, they think they're an Ivy League school anyway.
Sounds
so I
like
was able to, I was able to get there. So I got to give myself a little bit of credit.
Absolutely.
I did enough to get in.
To get up in there, absolutely. All right, so 2003, you leave Camden City High School, not high school, Camden City School District. You're working in Pennsauken for some years. You're in the alternative school, Booker T. Washington in Del Air, which seems like Del Air might have been a little land for some ancestral land for it to be named Booker T.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to go there. But so then now, what are you doing extracurricular though?
Now, I got blessed. That's one of the reasons I left Camden, because I was trying to get into some coaching opportunities there.
Okay.
But just wasn't working out because, my dad turned 84 this August, and he still coaches me.
Oh, right, absolutely. Right.
So I've been coached all my life.
All your life, absolutely.
Life, you know what I'm saying? So it was only right that once my playing days was over, coaching.
Coach this time to coach, right.
So I couldn't really get nothing popping off in Camden, you know what I'm saying?
Just because I'm sure there's a lot of people.
It was a lot of people. Yeah, it just wasn't the opportunity, wasn't there. So my brother-in-law, shouts out to Rob Henson, who's the head football coach at Camden High right now. Oh, he was the head football coach at Timber Creek for a while, won about 4 chips there and all that. He was working at Booker T.
Okay.
And they needed a teacher.
Okay.
So he was like, you might want to check this out.
Right.
I'm like, do I really want to leave? I mean, I'm 9 years deep where I'm at.
Right. I'm comfortable.
Take that, you know what I'm saying?
And you're tenured.
And I'm tenured,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he's like, we got some coaching situations.
Okay.
His cousin, one of my classmates, Reggie Lawrence, was the head coach at Pennsauken. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, as soon as I get it open, I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got down there with my resume, with all the athletic backgrounds and everything. And of course, I got the job. Billy Wright was the AD at the time. Okay. So they needed a JV basketball coach.
Oh, okay.
So my first stint, 2003, I applied. And I got that job.
That's what's up.
I was under Coach Dunn for 4 years, and then he actually went on and coached at Timber Creek for a little bit. Okay. So the job opened up. Okay. So this is 2007. Okay. So, I mean, it's like, why not? I'm here.
Well, yeah, you're already here. You're comfortable,
my name and see what's up.
Right.
So I got the head coaching gig.
Oh, that's what's
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But in 2003 as well, shouts out to my man Marzi. He still works there at the school. He's a history teacher, special ed history teacher. Okay. He was the JV baseball coach. Okay. But something happened. I don't know. I think his mom might have got sick or something like that. So he wasn't able to do it. So it opened up late, the JV baseball situation. Wow. So Mr. Wright, Billy Wright, saw that I had the baseball experience on my resume as well. He's like, he wanted the JV baseball gig.
Like, no doubt. Right.
So I walked into a teaching gig, actually making more money, salary-wise, than I was making in Camden. Right. And 2 extra stipends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Baseball. And then in 2005 is when I got on the football staff. So it's been many years.
Wow, so you've been doing all three for a minute. Wow.
For a minute.
Okay. Wow. All right. So, and not to, we don't want to delve too much in the personal. Was you married or anything? Because I know that could be tough on the family.
I was.
You know what I mean?
So that's not important.
No, I got you. Yeah, I got you. But
when I started, I had my youngest daughter. She was young. You know what I'm saying? But I had a good support system. Okay, good. You know what I'm saying? I had a very good support system at that time. Right. And I was able to
still do that and do what you had to do. Yeah, so then, so now you're coaching all three. You're doing that for a while, and then now you're starting to coach varsity basketball at Pennsauken. How'd y'all do?
We did well. Especially 2010, which was my last year there. Okay. We were ranked, I believe we got up to number 3 in South Jersey that year. Then we had we got up to like an 11-0 start. And I remember the game, my man Mike Ritchie, shouts out to him over at Haddon Heights. One of my starters went down and they beat us in overtime.
Coach Mike. Yeah, I got him.
They beat us in overtime that game, and we kind of just, I don't know, the chemistry was just bad after that, and we kind of went. But I had 2 kids transfer from Camden High to Pennsauken. My man Hugh and my man Boo, rest his soul. He passed away a couple years ago.
Absolutely.
But that was unheard of for basketball.
For people to come from there,
they come over there. And they played with Aaron Walton Moss. They had just lost in the state finals up at Rutgers. Okay. And this is when D Block was a senior. And those two guys they came over to me as juniors and whatnot.
Got you.
So we had a great year that year. You know what I'm saying? The place was packed because they were Camden kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Camden follows.
Right, absolutely.
Saucon is jumping.
Right.
Basketball.
Right.
Wow. Winning. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we didn't kind of falter towards the end. I think we lost in the first round.
Okay.
And then I had Billy Wright called me in like, I think we want to go in a different direction.
Oh, wow. So how long had you been coaching?
That was 3 years. Head coach. 3 years. Because I started, like I said, I got the JV job 2003. Right. But 2007 to 2010, I was the head coach.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I ain't understand it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was a little taken aback by it. Like, I'm putting in work. We winning.
And I'm in the building.
Yeah, and I'm in the building. It's not work.
You know what I'm saying? There's no perfect recipe.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when that happened, it was almost like, you know what, man, I'm just going to do.
It's all good.
I'm just going to do football. I'm going to do baseball.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it.
Right.
So that following year, I didn't coach basketball.
Okay.
And then 2011 is when the Camden High job opened up, basketball.
Okay.
And somebody was like, yeah, you should.
Now, when you took over, before you applied, who was the coach of Camden?
Stargell, Mike Stargell.
Okay, so I don't.
And, he left that
year. Who's the court named after? Not now. I know it's named after Dewan, but who was it named after before? The O in the gym. Wasn't it named after somebody? Wasn't there a legendary coach?
Turner, but I think he's the whole gym, and then they named the floor after Wani.
Okay, so
Coach Turner was
Coach Turner. That's what I'm talking about.
Coach Turner Gymnasium.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
So he was there when I came through.
Okay,
and so that was one of the things that I actually got emotional a little bit.
Right,
because going there, seeing all those great games there. Right, he being a legendary coach, and now I'm on the same sidelines that he roamed. I had to sit down for a second.
I'm sure. Like wow,
I didn't expect
it's surreal.
You know what I'm saying?
So the job opened up. Mm-hmm. And you said, well, let me throw my hat, let me throw my name in the ring, let me see what's good. So then you applied and, you got it.
Yeah, my man, shouts out to my man Al Dyer, who's a county commissioner now.
Okay.
Legendary girls coach at Wilson.
Okay.
Won a state chip with the girls there.
Okay.
But at that time, he was the AD.
Okay.
Because he had to actually finish the season previous because Stargell left for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. Left halfway through the season.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So he finished that out.
Okay.
And then I came in that next year.
Now, was Camden elite?
No.
Then? They were not elite?
The year before I got it, they finished 8-18, which was
unheard of.
Not Camden High standards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And how does that community react if it's less than the championship or playoff run?
They're not happy.
It's not happy. They're hearing
They're not coming. They're not coming to the games.
I'm sure.
They're not happy. Gym is empty. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, because even when I started winning, you still hear it.
You know okay.
So I came in the next year.
Okay.
Like I said, they were 8-18 that previous year.
Was it well received when you got the job?
From some folk.
Okay, yeah. So it's always going to be those that feel like, oh, why he did it? I should have got it. Blah blah blah. Right. So, but some folks it was.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So the people that matter,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's all. They had my back.
Okay,
they supported me. So, we took that. We got to work. Put together a great staff. You know what I'm saying? And we actually with the kids. I think we maybe got. I think Madrid came back. He had transferred out, but he was a Camden kid. I think he came back.
You said Madrid?
Kid, Madrid, yeah.
I remember reading him.
I had him and his brother, Mary and Jamil. Had another kid come back from like a charter school.
Okay.
But we was basically that same team, from 8-18. And my first year there, and I'm not saying it was just me. Like I said, great staff. The kids worked hard. We won the sectional. Ain't nobody expect that. So like when we first started, and it's funny because I got pictures and stuff. The gym is empty. Okay. But then we start winning a little bit.
It start
filling up.
It really was empty,
it was.
Wow.
My family was there.
Wow.
The kids' families was there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? The opposing team.
Right.
Was there. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't making much noise. And, they didn't know what to expect. But as the season went, we started winning some big games and and then we went on that little playoff run. We won the sectional that year. We lost to Neptune at Winslow in the state semifinals. That was a good game.
Now,
they were just more experienced.
Is this the year when you running down off in Lacey?
Yes.
This is that year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we went on that made it even more, that much greater because we went on that run.
Okay.
Like we beat this is when Delsey was good.
Okay.
And I think they might have been the number 2 seed. We went in their house and got them. Wilson upset somebody. So they came to us, and I think that third round before the finals, and that was we won by 1 point. That was a great game. Matter of fact, my man JT, they missed the layup. The ball, the ball rolled around the rim and dropped out. And then we went to Lacey, and
I remember Lacey was
number 1.
I remember Lacey because you had that point guard.
Right. I saw Tavares at the Turkey game too.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah. Wilson Cannon High.
Yeah. So, he's doing all right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
So, and I remember his moms and everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I went to go see him. That was my first time, I think that was like 2011 or something like that.
Yeah, it was.
2011,
that
right?
Season, 11-12.
Right.
11-12 season.
So we went out there, I saw him, just wanted to, support him because he was on my caseload or whatever.
Right.
And I love basketball and I'm new to the area. So, we take this long ride out there and, listen, through the grace of God, I'm doing a little better now, but we had a hoopty, fam. So, you know what I'm saying? I had like aluminum, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a little nervous out there. I'm like, yo, where we at, yo? So what's going on here? And then when we get out there and I promise you, I had never seen nothing like this. I had never seen a team, because I remember I was talking to my baby mom's Kimberly at the time. I was like, yo, listen, I ain't never seen no team warm up to country music, yo. Like, you can't even get a rhythm. Like, yo, it was like straight country. I'm like, what's going on? That was, we in a different part of Jersey. I ain't never been in, you know what I mean?
That was Lacey.
But what a great game.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? We didn't sit down the whole time. We were standing up the whole time, right behind the basket.
We still talk about that game.
Wow.
And especially, too, because it was funny, because Tavares hit the 2 free throws.
Yes, at the line.
He knocked the first one down, and I called timeout. So after I called timeout, I'm looking at my coaches like, yo, did I just ice my man? Like, did I? I should have just let him just make it and then maybe call time because I wanted to set up my day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they was going to try that.
Right. Okay. So I was like, oh, man, but Tavares cool.
Yeah, he made it.
Left hand.
He made it.
Knocked that thing down.
He had a couple of jumpers, though.
Yeah, he did.
He had some jumpers late, though.
He had a
good game.
He had a good game.
Yeah, so then, all right, so then y'all won. So when y'all won that was what? That was
a sectional final.
That was a sectional final.
Group 3 sectional final.
Y'all was Group 3. Okay, so you won. Okay, so you won the Group 3 final, and then you was going
going to the state semifinals,
and that's where y'all
lost to Neptune.
Okay,
Neptune got us.
Okay,
it was a good game too. Neptune got out big on us.
Okay,
and then we made this crazy comeback, got all the way back into the game, and then they just kind of, but they were just full with a bunch of seniors, like they just had experience and they just little more grit.
I think, and this is like I said, my first introduction to Jersey basketball. I think when I saw your team play at that time, I said, yo, they press like the Hoyas used to press. Word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I was a big college basketball fan back in the day. And you couldn't beat John Thompson's press. They was pressing you. Oh, and even Patino,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all had that press, and I'm telling you, it was there. I was like, wow, they were just a really good team. So then you lose that year, but then you come back though,
back the following year, which is 12-13.
Because I saw y'all at Easton. You won something at Easton in the playoffs.
Yep, we did.
Was that a final or that was a semifinal?
That was a semifinal.
Okay,
because the final was actually at our spot.
Okay,
because we played Timber Creek at our spot.
Y'all won or y'all?
And we won that. We won back to back. My 2 years there, back to back.
You was only there 2 years?
Only there 2 years. 11-12 and 12-13.
And y'all won back to back.
Back to back.
Wow.
And when we got to Rutgers that year, we made it to the state chip.
Okay.
We lost to Newark East Side by like 3 or 4.
I think I saw it on TV.
Yeah, we lost by about 3 or 4 there. But the funny thing with that, and when you was asking about like the culture of Canada High basketball, like when I won at Lacey, as you saw, I'm skipping down the
the
floor. I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? Happy for the kids, happy for myself, for the staff, happy for the city, especially from what we just witnessed the previous year.
Right.
But now I set that bar.
Oh.
Now it's pressure because now the following year, the gym is packed.
Right.
We don't want just notes. We got a bunch of sectionals up there.
Right.
We got to get. We search.
We want to stay. We want to stay.
We look for number 12. So when I beat Timber Creek in the sectional final, there was no skipping.
It was
just
business as usual.
I just walked off the floor. I was just like, it was so relieved, like because it was a good game, and I was just like,
wow. We got.
So after we talked to the team and the coaches is in there, and I'm like, all right, listen, we gotta get the game plan. We got
right.
We gotta get this state semi. You know what I'm saying? So that was another tough game. I forgot who we played there. We won. Got the Rutgers and you
lost to Newark East Side.
Newark, I think it was East Side, either East Side or West Side. It was one of them. Yeah, it was a good game too. Right. I think we were winning at the half. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But wound up losing by like 3 or 4.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So then after that, you know,
so then
nonsense happened.
Okay, well, so just to touch in on that just a smidge. So then, all right, so then so then you win. You guys celebrate a little bit or whatever, but then now the summertime, and are you planning for your summer work and stuff like that? And then,
we ain't even get there, bro. We ain't get there. I got a letter, you know what I'm saying, and you know, some people know the story, some people don't know the story, but I'm sharing it.
Right.
So it was a documentary that was being filmed.
Right.
When I got there.
Okay.
Right.
You mean 2 years prior?
Right.
Okay.
Back when I first got there.
Okay.
All right. It was my man Tone was in there filming the documentary.
Okay.
Now I'm walking into this.
Okay.
Now he's in the school. I'm thinking everything is legit. Ain't nobody tell me like he can't do that or
you're in the school.
Right. You're in the school. Like nobody's sneaking you in. It's not like
you're in the school.
You're in the school.
Right.
You know, filming this and whatnot. So he's working on this and whatnot. It's to the point. Because it was about the resurgence. So it was following us that first year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all coming back to
year, right. Now he has interviews with the AD in the school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With the principal at the time.
Okay. In the school. Right. Everybody in school.
So everybody, I'm thinking like, the AD, the principal, ain't nobody saying this ain't
Board of Ed had to approve something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? So after that, when it comes out, came out on Comcast because he was shopping it around. Came out on Comcast. So that following year, right before the playoff run, right now I'm already.
You already won the sectional.
I won the sectional.
And Lacey, you won that one.
This is next year.
The following
year.
Right.
It drops that following year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when it drops. So, I'm going through the playoff run. I think it might have been right before either the sectional final against Timber Creek or the semifinal. I had a meeting maybe like a week or 2 prior to that down at the Board of Education. Okay. So they're asking me about this documentary because it's out. So on Comcast. Right. And they're asking how much money did you get for that? I was like, money.
Gotcha.
I didn't
Right.
I don't even know whose idea was this.
Not mine.
I don't know.
Right.
He was here.
Right.
When I got here, I figured everything was good to
go.
I had nothing to do with this.
Right.
I don't know. I'm thinking they thought I got paid or something.
Right.
What did you do with the money?
Right.
What money? Was I supposed to get some money? Let me know.
Right.
So right before the playoffs come, I get a letter. And this is after the meeting saying I was going to be suspended the following year.
Wow.
So I go to my AD with this letter. I'm like, yo, what is this?
Right.
He looking at it. He's like, man, don't worry about that. Just focus, playoff run, and we'll deal with that.
Do what you gotta do, right.
So we do that. We lose at Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? I give it a couple days. Right. So I'm like, yo, so what's up with this suspension thing? I'm trying to do everything I can. Do this, do that, do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Trying to do this, trying to do that. So, they even celebrated us at one of the board meetings. Had the team there, had me there. I'm talking the whole nine, everything. But the suspension did not go away.
Wow.
So, of course.
Now, who was it that suspended you? The NJS?
The Board of
Ed.
You know what I'm saying? That's where the letter was from.
See, I'm wondering. Sometimes you got to wonder if the leadership or the things change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Wow. Okay.
So that stood. You know what I'm saying? So of course, my dad we ain't taking this line down.
Right. Absolutely.
It's unfair.
Right.
Like, y'all gotta give me a reason.
Right.
Like, you're just going to suspend me for a documentary I had nothing to do with. So are the AD getting suspended?
Right.
Is the principal getting suspended?
No.
Is whoever allowed this to take place getting suspended?
Nobody's getting suspended.
How's it be?
Right.
I'm the coach. I'm like down here on the totem pole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, we take some legal action.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We knew it was going to be an uphill battle because you know how it is. You work some high schools.
Right.
They don't have to get, it's not like, see, people on the outside looking in sometimes think when you get a head coaching job, it's like college or something where you sign a 5-year deal or something like that.
Year to
High
year.
school sports is year to year, and they don't have to give you a reason why they let you go.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Why they not bringing you back.
Right, absolutely.
So we knew when we took the legal actions, that was going to be an uphill battle, but I knew that was it. But, looking back on it, I mean, 2 great years. Right. 2 great resume builders.
And back to back, though.
Made some, some great connections with some coaches and things like that. And that's because that's on my resume.
Right.
That's why this is my 9th season where I'm at.
Right. So now, did you go back right away afterwards or no?
I took that year off. So this was 11, 12, 12, 13.
You took off.
13, 14.
13, 14. Okay.
I was off.
Okay.
Tony Coleman was the head coach at Pennsauken at that time.
Okay.
Since I was there, I was going to volunteer a little bit, but I was like, nah, I'm just not.
Just taking off, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right.
I'll stop through here, there, whatever.
Check it out, whatever. Right.
So the following year, 14, 15, Jeff Haddock used to coach at Willingboro.
Okay.
He gave me a call.
Okay.
He was like, West Tech is looking for a head coach. I didn't even know what West Tech was.
Right.
I didn't know where West Tech. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
It is BCIT, right?
Right.
Okay.
Burlington County Institute of Technology.
Right.
West Hampton campus.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not even West. Is it West Hampton or West Hampton?
Hampton.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? He's like, listen, man, you want to coach or not?
Right. Yeah.
I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I applied, and it was late because we actually lost a couple players because they just didn't know what direction
the team was going in. Right. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So so I applied.
Okay.
Got the interview. Had the first interview. I guess they love what I was talking about because they how they hit you on the interviews. All right, well, we're trying to make this decision sooner rather than later.
Yeah, right.
You'll probably be hearing from us either
real
way
soon.
in a couple of days. Maybe later on that night, I got a call.
Wow.
Like, can you come back in for a second interview?
That's what's up.
Had to meet some other bigwigs, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
You knew you had it then.
I came in for that, and yeah.
Wow, that's what's up.
And I got that job, and I've been there ever since. And it's just it's a breath of fresh air, man.
Yeah.
Just when you have support from the administration.
That's key.
Support from staff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The kids are great. Not saying that my kids at my other stops, them kids are great too. It's not really kids. It's always the adults. The higher up.
Yeah, the adults that make things difficult.
Exactly.
Especially because it sounds like, and just to, kind of summarize, like, you pretty much just articulated a bunch of a purpose. You could see it. Like sometimes I was just talking to my son, previously, right? It's like, it's amazing how we got to sometimes go past the moment, right, to realize the moment.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So when you look back, and I'm sure even while you're talking, you're like, yeah, you know what, God did really want me to do this coaching thing and being with children and mentoring children and this and that. But you had to go through different trials to make you even better where you're at, where you're at now, but then really where you're going.
Right.
Because I don't know if this is your last stop. You know what I'm saying? So where you're going. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, all right. So, but yeah, I personally first found out, because I'm a counselor and it's just who I am. I remember everything. I see pictures. So I remember when I first realized, I was like, oh, wow, he coaches them? Oh, snap. And this was at a tournament that Pensgrove was in at, what's that school out there in Williamstown?
Williamstown?
Nah.
It wasn't Williamstown High School?
Nah.
Delsey? Because I thought that's the 2 spots we had.
No, I'm bugging. It was at Timber Creek.
Timber Creek
got the little John in the middle.
No, that's Williamstown.
It was at Williamstown.
That's Williamstown. You talking about the clock, like
a Sixer thing. Yeah. Oh, it was at Williamstown.
That's Williamstown.
Okay. And I noticed. I said, I saw y'all played somebody. You might have played Timber Creek or whatever. That's when they had.
I think we did.
Dude, I used to coach Justin Bladen.
I think we did play them.
And y'all played them or whatever. You had the big guard, heavy guard. He was tough though.
Tyrese.
Yeah, he was tough. So, and I was like, oh snap! They go that dude right there. And then I think that was this other dude, Ron. I think Ron Myers. I think he passed away too.
Oh, Rick Myers.
Right.
Rick Myers.
Yeah. I used to coach with him. I actually coached with him at King's Christian.
Oh, okay.
So, but and I was like, oh wow,
he played in the NJAC. He did. At Glassboro.
At Glassboro, right. But I think he was from Delaware though.
He was.
He's from Delaware. Yeah. So insurance guy too, because he was always trying to tell me insurance and whatever. But yeah, so I said, oh, okay, it's good to see that, because we read and whatnot, but this and now I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. So now how have your teams been doing since then?
Good. We turned the program around.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. My second year there, we were in the sectional semifinal game against Gilwin.
Oh, wow.
A pretty decent game. We lost that. But that was the first time that they had been that far in the playoffs. That 2019 with the guard Tyrese, shout out to Tyrese. We lost to Timber Creek, and then that was like right when COVID was hitting because they didn't even get to the states that year. I think it stopped like at the state semis. Okay. Some people didn't even play the state semis.
Right.
Because I don't think Canada High they're stopped after the sectional final as well. But anyway, in this sectional semifinal, we lost to Timber Creek.
That's the first one.
That was the second one. This was the second one. The second one.
But so it's the final where you play at the crib. And then you go to a location.
Right, for the state semis and then the state final at
state final. Okay, all right, that's cool. Okay. So and y'all lost in the
sectional semifinal.
The sectional semi. I got you.
I've taken them there twice.
Okay.
Like I said, the first time we went was the first time in school history.
Got you.
Last year we just got the most wins in school history. Okay. Last year we won the conference for the first time in school history. You know what I'm saying? We had a little hiccup in the second round of the playoffs. Got upset at home, but it happens. But I mean, we got, kids are wanting to come.
That's good, man.
Kids are wanting to play for us. Just credit to my staff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I did throw it out there to my son. I'm like, son, listen. Because I look at the coaches. That's why I was like, I wanted him to go with. I wanted him to go with Coach Marcus, maybe out there Holy Cross, definitely with Damian Ware down in Pensgrove. I thought about you. These are all different things that I mentioned to him. Like, you could go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I guess going through his ordeal, he's like, I found some sort of stability. Right. I just want to, just stop here. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand that. So
kind of like me at West Tech.
Right.
Found, you know what I'm saying?
I'm good.
I did 3 at Pensauken. Right. 2 at Canada High.
You found.
But I'm going into my 9th.
Right. And maybe it's bigger. So doing what you're doing at West Tech, right? Of course it's about winning. I'm not saying that winning, because winning makes things a little sweeter, right? Right. But it's bigger for you, right? Speak to that. It's what is it? What is it there that you feel like you are, I guess, being the best version of you?
I think with the experiences, you know what I'm saying? I've learned some things to do differently.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I shout out my man, Antoine, who was with me for about 5-6 of those years. He's the head coach at KIPP High School now. We came because we both didn't know what West Tech was. Like, we didn't really understand Burlington basketball until we got out there. It's good basketball out there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's in the city.
And we just learned, I think we kind of learned together, like, city kids, and I think I actually did shameless plug the Byrd Cage show. one of those episodes. We talked about the difference in coaching city kids and kids from the suburbs. Yeah. But the thing that we found out is that even though the sets of problems might be different, right? They all go through stuff.
No, true indeed. True indeed. Yeah, true indeed.
So out here where I'm at now is more of a emphasis, and like you said, of course, we want to win and help them be the best basketball players they can be. But it's more of an emphasis on making sure off the court they're good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because especially, I mean, if they're going through something off the court, and you can help them get through that, they're going to play that much harder for you on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because they feel like, you know, that you care.
That really care.
That you don't just care about the basketball.
Right.
See, once the kid knows that you're treating me like a commodity, then they become a little standoffish a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that's kind of stuff that because you kind of had to build that from the ground up. So Pensauken, you came behind. You came behind somebody, legendary or whatever. Then even Camden, somebody here. But now it's like you had to like implement your own,
exactly,
your own program, your own style.
I was finally in position to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just like going through the experiences, and you know, you learn every year that you do something. You know, what I'm saying? If you're passionate about it.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just that impact. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That they see me, they know I care about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to the best young men they can be, the best basketball players they can be, the best students they can be, and they know, you know, Coach Byrd is. And somebody had mentioned it to me before, like, when your players that you've coached that have graduated, that went on, when they come back, when they're home and come to the gym and Coach Byrd, can I come practice? Can I come check y'all out? When's the game? When's the game? That's a positive impact.
Absolutely.
Because I know
you've done
some
something
people
well.
that can't stand their old coaches.
You know
what I'm saying?
Sure do.
We get a lot of guys that they come back.
Dope.
You know
That's dope.
Like, I got a new coach on my staff this year. He was my point guard my first year I coached.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know
wow, that's what's
so
up.
He's trying to get into coaching. And
that's what's up.
You know, I'm trying to give him the opportunity.
Trying to pay it forward. That's what's up.
That's it.
That's what's up. So now what's, you know, let's talk about this Byrd case. So when did this, first of all, where did like the thought or the idea came from? You know.
I think just seeing some of my other friends try to start. And especially my boy, like I said, my man Antoine Miller, who's the coach at KIP now. He had a show. It's a great show. Still out. AM University is called. So check out AM University as well.
Talk to me about the AM though. Is it in the morning?
No. That's Antoine Miller.
Got you.
Play on his name. AM
I got
University.
you. Okay. I went over my head, bro.
Yeah.
I got you.
This is the Antoine Miller. Yeah. So he started his, and just watching his, and you know, I'm like, I could do that. I'm not saying like I could do that like it's easy to do. You know what I'm saying? But like I got some things I would like to say. I like to get off my chest.
Absolutely.
And I feel as though like podcasts like this and podcasting in general is like liberating.
Yeah, you could talk.
You know what I'm saying? You could talk.
You could talk and you can give your
my opinion.
You give your perspective.
Can't nobody hit the button.
It is what it is, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You almost feel a sense of freedom.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right. No, I got you.
So that got the idea rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I remember I finally reached out to him, told him about what I was thinking about doing. And he was like, yeah, that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? You should do that. And then, you know, of course, procrastinating.
Right.
Scared to take that. That step of faith, that leap of faith, whatever you want to say. So then I was finally like, all right, well, what do I need to get this thing started? So he told me everything that he got to start his. I got it. Still procrastinating. Just sitting in the cage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then he came over, helped me set it up, showed me, you know, what I needed to do, how to do it. Actually, he was on my very first episode. He's been on like 4 more of them now. He has the record, I think. But he was on the first one, and then after that, I was like, yeah, I could do this. This is what I want to do. And then second episode, I had my cousin Tracy and my cousin Adrian on. They were the guests. And then I was just getting the feedback like, yo, either you need to bring cousin Tracy back as a guest for every episode. Or make her your co-host.
You know?
And I had talked to her, and she was actually, I was going to help her start her because, you know, she wanted to do something just basically based strictly on mental health.
You know absolutely.
So I was, you know, talking to her and like, well, you could just use my stuff until you get your stuff. And then when I brought up the idea to co-host, she was like, yeah, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? We've been rocking ever since.
113 or
114 just
114. Okay,
this week, Monday.
That's dope. That's dope. Good stuff, man. So now were you, because I mean, you know, were you into production and into stuff like that, or
like
this
I
was
said,
all kind of new to
like
you?
my good friend Tracy Lee, you know what I'm saying? He had the Party Time hit back in, was it like
that's your man?
Yeah, from Philly.
Wow.
I met him through my brother Cal. They went to Howard together.
Yes, I was just singing that song, like, you know what I mean? Like, Party Time.
Yeah, classic. It's going nowhere. It's going nowhere.
But it's not even that one I really liked, though. It was the other one, Give It Up,
okay. Oh, yeah. I was there for that video shoot. Shot that video out in L.A.
Oh, that was my joint. That's your man.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
He's still rocking, too. He's a lawyer now, but he's still dropping
Word
music.
Is Born. That's dope. That's dope.
Entertainment lawyer now, but
okay.
He's still making music.
Oh, you holding that one in the chamber. Yeah. You holding that gas in the chamber. Okay, yeah. Yo, nobody bring out their best stuff yet, though. It's all good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So, wow. Just being around him, my brother, was rapping and whatnot. And so I was around studios and, like I said, I dropped a 16 here.
Okay, here and there. Okay, no doubt. Okay.
I actually performed with Trey Lee. He came to Rutgers Camden.
Oh, word?
And, me, my brother, and him did a song that we had together.
Wow, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was always in that creative mood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm just a fan of hip hop.
Right.
The real hip hop. I like
right.
Doing graffiti. You see the Byrd cage.
Dope.
You see the Byrd cage. You know what I'm saying? So I think I always just been creative type of person. This has finally found an outlet that I could control and do how I want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now what's next for the Byrd case? Okay, and that's the reason why, and then people always say, well, Dad, Brice, why can't you just be calm and just settle? I'm like, yo, listen, I don't think you ever get to a place of like, I arrived. Nah, because then once you feel like that, then you don't really chase nothing. You ain't got that passion. You get lazy.
Now you're going to start like, you know what, we're not filming this week.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You get lazy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what's the next level?
We just want to, me and Cousin Tracy, we talk about it all the time. We just want to try to take that thing as far as we can go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you look back at episode 1 to episode 114 that just dropped, you'll see the equipment has changed.
Everything's changed. Right.
The graphics are better. So, we always say, we're going to do it. We got to do it right.
We got to do it right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to do it right. And just be consistent with it.
Right. That's the main thing.
Be consistent.
That's the main thing.
Even though when we think somebody might not be watching, like she'll get a text.
Yeah. Y'all ain't on today?
That was a great episode. I need to hear that. Or like when we're out now.
Right.
Like, you got the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or my friend got one of your sweatshirts.
Right.
So I just want to keep going, man. And just keep being creative and keep it moving. I do have some ideas for some other situations.
Got
you. Know what I'm saying? That I might venture out and look into. I'll tell you now, when I saw your first, the first, I don't know if it was the first episode of Mr. Brice's Neighborhood, but the first one I saw, I asked, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is inspiring.
Right, yeah, I appreciate that.
Because it lets me know, because you got with Coach and Randy, y'all got y'all situation there, but you also have this situation.
Oh, yeah,
and they're both great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not like the let's get it.
It's different,
because you're trying to do this. You put equally the same passion and work into both of them. Both are great.
Wu-Tang showed us that, right? RZA's that dude. So, and that's what I'm doing now, right? So I'm writing it. You might want to do that, though. I think that might be something that you would really, 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 really be good at. As far as like maybe taking it. It's my opinion, though. And maybe starting to do like maybe films and videos and documentaries. It's something that I was just putting it out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you just told me was a story, right?
Right.
You got different chapters of the story too. So really, you can take one of the chapters and make it a whole story if you wanted to. Yeah. But I'm just throwing it out there.
Nah. I'm definitely, I've been teaching for this is 30 years now.
Come on,
a couple more years. I need a second.
Right, but what I'm saying is that like RZA took a method that was done already. If you look at, and I'm back to like TV shows, right? So Norman Lear, you know who Norman Lear is? Yeah. So he created these shows, but then he would take the characters within the one show and give them their own show.
Right.
So then you got RZA like, yo, listen, as a group, we Wu-Tang, but every one of y'all gonna be dope.
Yeah, true.
Who else did that? 50 did that. 50 Power.
Yeah.
Now you got
All right.
Goes, you got what, Kanan, and to me, I think the weakest one of them all, even though this is still dope, is Power Force. I think Tommy's story is the weakest one, in my opinion.
You got in my opinion, it started to like. Yeah, like in towards the end, like the middle, towards the end, I just was watching it just because I had invested time at this point. I agree. If
he might mess around and make a Tasha story. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you could. True. I'm just saying, like, it's that level of creativity that I think that the model is there.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Let's just jump on it. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope, though. So you just want to continue to go forward.
And, you know what I'm saying? And I think the content that we cover, because it's so broad,
absolutely.
Like, we'll never run out of content.
Nah, because you're just talking. You're talking about different things.
We're talking about different things and things people want to hear about. I think.
Absolutely.
It's just so much there. I mean, we'll never run out of content.
Absolutely.
But there's also space for me to do
your thing too,
own solo thing,
right?
If I wanted to.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Michael,
she gives me, it's all blessings. It ain't like
because
I'm letting her know, like, we're still doing the Byrd Cage show.
Yeah.
Like, because I enjoy that. Yeah. I enjoy me and her hanging out. I think we vibe well with each other. He was on the show.
Yeah. Yo, absolutely. Beautiful, man.
So, we're just going to continue doing that. I was telling her she could possibly snatch some space for her to do her own.
Absolutely.
With the Daylight Foundation.
Absolutely.
And mental health and suicide prevention.
Absolutely.
It's a lane for that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And she knows I'm going... help her 1,000%.
And that's that to me is what it's about, right? So it's about, and that's where I'm like, yo, we need to create like almost like a network type of situation where, like, if we all got like certain podcasts together and then maybe went to a network or maybe just create our own program.
Right, I feel you.
And then now you got this show on, this show. Like everybody's just eating together. But yo, it's my hope and desire that, I got my Mr. Brice's neighborhood, but I want Randy to have his own show and Coach going to have his own show. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Because, and we can all help each other out. We ain't got to necessarily be on the show, but we could help each other out. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, right?
Different technology,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? For those that can't see it, I was down here like, yo, what's that? Okay, what you do with that? Oh, that's how you got that hooked up? So I'm down here picking his brain too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared to ask.
And let me just say, listen, I'll give my shout out. All I did was copy what was going on at Penns Grove High School.
Okay.
That's what I did. I mean, I love production. I was into production, but they had a thing going on at Penns Grove High School during that COVID. I was like, okay, wait a minute. And I would hit, me and Golden, we would talk, but then also my man Triple A, you know what I'm saying? I talked to him like, yo, blah, blah, yo, this camera good. And I still hit him like, yo, I like this, that camera good, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things, like, this dude went to school for it. I didn't go to school for it. I grew up like, yo, when I'm making beats, like, that's what I was telling my cousin, Alvin. He was like, oh, yeah, I know. I remember you used to make music. I said, yeah, but I fell in love because I can't be an old head like, yo, young, and I got this beat, son. Yo, you got junk. He like, yo, come on, old head. Yo, nah. Yo, we was doing that back when, I was like 15, like, I was 5 or whatever. Nah, it's my pop's music. You know what I'm saying? Because I cut records. Like, you go in my crib, I got stacks of records, man. You know what I mean? I used to record shop. I used to dig.
That used to dig.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Kids don't know nothing about that.
Nothing about that. But producers do. I gotta, what you're looking at is that's an EPS. It's an Sonic. You know what I'm saying? So, Motif 6 or whatever. These are all things that, legendary producers used or whatever. So, but now it's like, you got to transition. So, but the creativity never dies, man. So, but in closing though, man, I think, what I want to say, man, and I thank God for that, is that all the kids you impacted, I just know that you poured into them. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? I even know just when I met that young little lady. What's her name? Nye? I know it's foreign Nye. Sinai, right? So, and we were talking, right? And we talking, whatever. And I remember I was like, yo, because I'm announcing, right? And I'm like, okay, I gotta say your name. And I stop at, all right, so, and the coach is And she knew how to, she broke it down phonetically, you know what I'm saying, for the brother, you know what I'm saying? But you could tell from the way that, you know, she was speaking, but I could see the way the kids, you know, respond to you on the court. But now I'm just thinking about just hearing your story, like you've lived a life on purpose. And that's a great thing, man. And my only thing to you is that don't ever stop. That's the main thing. Don't ever stop doing that. Like, and going from, and that's the thing, because I got a great pops too, man, and a great mother, rest in peace. But I got great family, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes when you're in the crux of maturity and trying to understand it, some get it sooner than later, right? So when I'm hearing your story, I'm inspired because I'm like, dang, yo, I wish I had started my career early. Right. I ain't really get it till I was like 37.
Right, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was an immature man at 37, son. I'm 47 now, so I ain't been that mature. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So I kind of like, wow, like I'm inspired by that. But what I'm saying is that, yo, you could tell from your father was a great man. You had great family because they put that perspective and that vision in you. And you now have taken that same perspective and vision and really the empowerment. And now you're passing that on. And then now they're going to pass that on.
Right.
And that's why I say you're living a life on purpose.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like I would feel like I did a disservice to my dad and my other mentors that I had if I didn't
try to do it. Right.
What they put in me to now
put in them.
Put in the next generation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't even feel right.
Absolutely. So now what is anything, let me just, before I let you go, 2024, is there any Coach Byrd camps? We're
working on some, we're definitely working on some things at the school. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely working on a little summer situation for the younger kids.
Okay.
You know, like middle school age kids, things like that. We're definitely trying to put together, maybe not this year because the season is here, but we're definitely I'm trying to bring back a Martin Luther King type of showcase.
Oh, no doubt. Okay.
Maybe
this year or next year?
Next year, the following year with the girls. I've been talking to the girls coach, Coach White, about doing a holiday showcase. You know what I'm saying? Boys and girls teams. Because we got the two gyms.
Right.
So we have the perfect space for it. And like I said, once again, when administration, when your AD, your principals,
everybody on board,
got your back, and like, let's go for it, coach. It makes it that much easier.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still coaching all three. Coaching football, just an assistant there. I was the head baseball coach at Pennsauken from 2013 to 19. I had stepped away. The new coach there, Coach Rowe, he was one of my former players back when I was JV coach. You know what I'm saying? So a couple of his coaches left. He asked me if I could help him out. This was 2 years ago.
Right.
I'm like, I was kind of enjoying my springs off. So I was like, for you, Ro, I got you.
Right.
And then that year was over, and I'm thinking, all right, that's it. He's like, yo, I think you still got another one in you. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still coaching all three, but it's not, just being an assistant, not saying that assistants' roles are less. No,
absolutely.
But it's just a little easier being an assistant in number two and then being the head in one.
It is.
It's a little less time consuming, a little less stressful.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
The head always got to deal with everything. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The assistant should always be the one that's kind of assisting the head with some of his duties. You know what I'm saying? So that's.
So yeah, so I'm just going to keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep coaching as long as. Lord gives me health and strength. And,
absolutely.
I have applied over the years for some next level. Trying to crack into that college situation. So if that's something he has for me, then
it's going to be for you.
I'll be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the biggest part of the story, what I enjoy the most is that there's a statement I live by: rejection is direction. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you're rejected somewhere, it's really God's way of saying that, you know what, nah, your time is over. You don't really belong here. You gotta.
I'm living it.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Living it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's a beautiful thing, man. But listen, if you do those holiday tournaments, listen, make sure you holler at me for the announcer, because I'm going to tell myself I am the best announcer in South Jersey.
I agree.
Word up.
I agree.
I'm telling everybody. I'm putting everybody on notice, yo. I was.
Agree. Hey, I say you pronounce my name right.
That's what I'm saying. You
so
know
that's already checking the right.
Well,
the right
she spelled it out phonetically.
Hey, well, you got it. You got it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'll be out because I'm always hustling. You know what I mean? So I'm in the rowing gym, right? I'm in the rowing, watching Stockton and rowing, right? Because one of our former kids at Pensgrove, he played for Stockton. Okay. Good lead guard, right? And I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo, the announcer corny, yo. Like, and I'm telling Dante, my man, Alo, I'm like, yo, man, she corny, yo. And they laughing at me. The student section's laughing like, yo, so I can't even hear him, yo. Like, blah, blah. So I go up there. So I'm like, yo, what up, my man? Yo, listen, let me ask you a question. Yo, you ever need a sub or something? Right. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, you gotta talk a little loud because I'm deaf in one ear. I was like, yo, fam, you do a great job, family. I said, you do a great job. And it checked me. Right. Like, yo, you know what? Sometimes, because when you hustling, you're not really, you ego driven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So I'm like, yo, he garbage, son. Like, yo, he garbage. I can't even hear him, son. Like, you know what I mean? And then I was like, yo, you know what? Let me check myself. Right. I feel you know what? The enjoyment that I get out of it, I'm sure other people
get the same.
And I got to make sure of that. But that's because when you can't tell me that anything that you do, there's a competitiveness to it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So it's like, he got a word. Yo,
right.
Yo, I gotta get it right though over here.
Exactly.
So that's what I gotta calm that a little bit because
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I really want to be. There ain't no like known announcer in South Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting out there.
Right. I got
so I'm like, yo, you know what? Yo, I'm going to be the one
be the
that's
voice.
like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like who says double dribble? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be a little different. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So definitely shout me out and look out for me for the tournament.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Word up. But anyway, listen, yo, it's been a pleasure, my man. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for this.
You know what I mean? And listen, we hitting that hour because listen, we a little more seasoned, and we got jobs in the morning.
Facts.
But it's getting a little late.
Facts.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Cetshwayo Byrd.
Thank you. Definitely appreciate it.
All right, my man. Yo, listen, anything you want to say? Any other things you want to say, my man?
Listen,
or what?
man, I just appreciate you again for taking time to let me steal some of your time and have you on. This is definitely, I love the situation. You know what I'm saying? Definitely seeing it in person and just TV, it looks good on TV, but when you see it in person, people, it looks great in here. You know what I'm saying? But just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just keep pushing because you're impacting lives as well with what you do as a counselor, with what you're doing with your podcast, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that up, man. I know sometimes, like I said earlier, we might think people are not watching, not listening, but trust me, they're watching and they're listening. Just keep at it, you know what I'm saying? And
you, brother.
Hey, man, I'm going to be picking your brain because I see some stuff in here I might need.
No, I'm saying, let's do it. Because listen, real quick, and we out of here, I promise. But I know on your path to excellence, because you got excellent sound. You spend some bread, bro.
A little something.
Right.
So.
And there's some stuff you don't use no more.
Right.
I got a bunch of equipment. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I was going to the store like every day. Like, this ain't working. I need this. This ain't working. I need this, man. I'm spending dough, yo. And then I finally got it. I found a sound and I don't deviate.
Right. Got you.
I don't deviate from it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So, but yeah, let's definitely connect and yo, we gotta keep this up, man. Keep going, man.
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, appreciate y'all watching. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely, tell you to continue to stay tuned, watching Mr. Brice's show, watching the Birdcage show, watching Let's Get It. Even my man Fresh, man, watching his show live with M. Dow. It's all a lot of podcast shows that's out there, man. We out here working, trying to bring y'all good content. So let's definitely keep it up, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a good evening.
Yes, indeedy.